Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Video Game Drive-By. We're still on the Bad Boy Love route of Hatoful Boyfriend, and end of last episode, we'd read that the character died of asphyxiation before she was chopped up, and they said that she was either poisoned or sick, but she wasn't... But
physically assaulted.
Right, or it didn't seem that way anyway.
Yeah.
But you said you had a theory, correct?
Yeah. So, poisoned.
Right.
They're making us believe that he is somehow involved.
The doc?
Yeah.
Okay.
The teacher has already given off a hint of being a little sinister and aware of what's going on.
Right.
And we're investigating.
Right.
And the first thing he does after we investigate and get away from the scarecrow is offer us drinks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already shown that he doesn't have a problem with ensuring that things that are in the way of whatever he's doing are taken out.
Well, remember back though, like right after the last time we left the lab, he said something about not causing trouble for the students. So
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like he wants the students out the way though.
No. But they're also ignorant of what's going on. We're actively investigating what's going on. We're trying to get to the bottom of the problem. And if the faculty is aware of it, the faculty might want to, not have us talking.
Okay. Alright, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt, because again, he said that he doesn't want, the doc messing with any of the students, but...
Just don't wash it down with his tea.
If we, that's what I'm thinking. If we leave and then come back, and the next one or two times he offers us tea, then, maybe it'll feel a little more... Well, by that point, it's probably going to feel kind of forced, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Are you sure you don't want some tea? There's also another game I played through recently that just makes me really distrustful of the cool teacher.
Well,
I won't say which game.
okay, never mind. Is it something I should ask you off camera, or...
Maybe, because I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't played it yet.
Okay. Alright. In the evening, then.
Precisely. She was found this morning.
In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Kawara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me. I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close.
You're going out again? Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous.
Are you like intentionally making that ominous now that you have that theory? Because you gave a little bit of delay to dangerous right
It's
there.
dangerous to go alone. Take this tea with you.
Oh my god. Don't worry, we can outrun the scarecrow if it shows up again.
Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. To get my killing tea. I left as soon as class ended.
So you know what's funny? Like, with how much you're like forcing this point, if it does end up being the tea, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oh my god.
Though, just fair warning,
Yeah.
I actually have a history of coming up with far more ridiculous plots than what's really happening. And then I end up getting angry if the plot was either more predictable or less cool than what I came up with.
Oh my god.
There's like one or two episodes of Doctor Who I cannot watch because their episode was stupid compared to the episode I came up with in the first 5 minutes of watching the plot unravel. The phrase Mexican in beginning Ray is involved.
Did you say Mexican in beginning Ray?
Yes. I'll explain off camera.
Alright, this...
I only know what Ryota has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but I faded out of frame.
I was...
I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly.
So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamine saw gluten yesterday afternoon. Oh, right. Can we ask a favor of you, Mr. Naki?
A favor?
The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it?
A spare key? Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you.
Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. We're never gonna see him again. Any kind of horror or murder or anything, you never say we'll be back soon. Or we'll be right back, because you won't be right back.
Be careful out there.
You too, sir.
Kawara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home.
Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. So he lied about going home. Brian? Oh, boy. Okay. We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let's just work on the murder case until then. Right. We should ask everybody where they were yesterday.
Hey, you got through it.
Yeah, God. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawada. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the BBL family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamine. He makes medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kid of mad scientist. He's a mad scientist's son. He's the son of a mad scientist. He's Dr. Frankenstein. I figured it out. I got it.
Cooking up nothing but death and all around woe.
Okay. No, you gave that. What do you?
Maybe the missing letters spell out who done it. Kind of like the first letters of every level of Dead Space.
What?
Spoiler alert for a really old video game that most of y'all have either played or will never play.
Get on with.
The point of the game is to find your girlfriend Alice, who went missing on this space station. You get there, all hell's broken loose, and there's these giant monsters that are a mix between zombies and the aliens from the Alien movies.
Okay.
If you take the first letter of every chapter, they spell out Alice is dead.
Oh, snap.
Yep. In fact, the video your character has been watching from the beginning isn't a love letter to you and her asking for help. It's her suicide note, because when it finally unscrambles, you see her then take a gun and blow her brains out.
Oh, dandy.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you actually
fun.
get to break into the room where it happens in the prequel video game. And you get to watch the tape in its unscrambled glory.
Oh, dandy.
Then comes the tentacle fight.
Moving on. You have become biased by the foolish rumors of the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the BBL family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, Who, Sakuya?
Sure.
Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to... Oh, boy.
I believe it's the gymnasium. Let me double check. Yeah.
Okay.
Gymnasium.
Gymnasium? Okay.
Oh, the Gaim.
Some of the...
The old Simpsons reference.
The gun. Okay, so something that came up a second ago. This is something I'm wondering. Okay, so this right here, this text box where it has no name, no quotations. This is real. So you know how it's always been like your current character's like thought process.
Yeah.
Why were some of them showing up with that black bar that filled like half the screen? Like Ryota even had one of them, like both of them back to back.
Yeah.
Like he said something like, they had one of these blue bars, or the blue boxes. That's why he trusts him. Then the black box shows up, but doesn't that make him biased?
So that actually caused me to have another theory as well.
Good lord.
I think a lot about these games.
You need to calm it down a bit.
Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Occasionally it's Cloud's thoughts.
Right.
Sometimes it's Zack's thoughts. And the thoughts are talking to each other. He doesn't remember. He was running late for school suddenly.
Shit, that's right.
What if there's...
He woke up and he was late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
What if there's another consciousness that he's not aware of that made that promise? Or, just throwing it out there, what if he's possessed by the ghost?
What ghost?
The library
Scarecrow?
ghost kid.
Oh,
Maybe
right, there
that's
was
how
the
he-
promise.
Because he went to the library once, didn't he?
Woohoo.
Ryota.
Wasn't
Wasn't that one of the earlier things where he like went off to the library for something and that's why you ended up in the library, was looking for him?
I don't actually remember anything like that.
But he can't leave the library. But what if he can if he's possessing somebody who walks out? Maybe the promise was he would free him somehow.
Huh. But how... Okay, so how, though... So how does Gluten saying that they'll fulfill the promise make Ghost Guy... Well, no, never mind. That was... Yeah, it never did specify if that choice was... That choice was made by your main character or by Nageki.
Yeah.
The ghost... library ghost.
Maybe the promise is between the two of them.
Okay.
This still doesn't
Okay.
give me motive. This
Yeah,
just
we're-
gives me an explanation for one thing, and the two
It's-
might be unrelated. The game is wanting us to believe that the murder and the concrete force field or whatever are tied together. What if they're not? Or what if they're related, but the events that are circling your character aren't connected?
So we've got a lot of what ifs, and we're still only on second class out of however many.
1 million.
Fuck. Yeah, Hatoful Boyfriend, episode 912. The students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. Shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually.
This must be what it's like when doves cry.
God fucking damn it. San, where are you?
Okusan is right here, alive and well, so far.
So far, so did someone tell him about the concept of death now?
Maybe he read ahead in the script.
He read. Oh God. I was gonna say he didn't.
Where did you and Sakuya go? Leaving Okusan behind. Going outside is not fair.
You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you.
Come at me, whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
Wow, such language.
How old are you?
Oh man,
Jeez.
mature episode, guys.
Yeah. That's not what I usually practice on the ground after school, right?
Of course, it is Okusan's duty as track captain.
Did you see Gluten while you were out there yesterday?
No, Okusan did not see her then, or as he was going home.
Can we really be sure that he would
Wait.
have... Huh?
As he was going home. Maybe he was referring to himself as the he there? Because he said Okusan did not see her, or as he was going home. Was he referring to himself in the third person with that he, or was it a mistake for she?
Okay. Before we even get into literally the last thing you said, I'm trying to remember back what was being said. I don't remember it,
No.
and now you're throwing a whole lot of pronouns at me.
No, just then. The last sentence was, Okusan did not see her after school, nor while he was going home.
Right, while Okusan was going home.
Okay, just making sure that I'm not reading more into that than I should be.
Yeah, I think... Look, I appreciate you're trying to find a bunch of little clues and everything, but I think you're going a little too far.
The game is
Little
afoot.
Like it's literally a foot, it's attached to the bottom of someone's leg.
Or maybe it's a talon.
The game is a talon.
Yes.
Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her, even if she had been there while he was running? Good point.
Do not look down on Okusan's visual memory.
Jeez.
If you had asked Okusan about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say.
Bloodstained?
Interloper?
Yeah.
Interrobang.
2 interrobangs.
Double interrobang.
Wait, Sam, what did you just...
Do not look down on Okasan's visual memory.
After that, imbecile.
If you had just asked Okasan about the bloodstained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say.
Oh, shit, son. You want to find out about the bloodstained interloper on the next episode of Drive By?